Turn it on. We were given a food waste composter by Moreborn. Let's get this thing unpacked and see what it's about. So the first things I notice when I unpack it are it seems to be really well built. Inside the pot is where you're going to put all your food waste. Seems to be very solid, very thick metal. Inside you see a nice thick piece of aluminum. This is a very heavy duty machine. Seems like it's going to last. It also is going to come with a filter that is a reloadable filter, not a replacement filter. So you're going to be able to just keep reloading your activated carbon, which this came with it. Your flower planting substrate, which if you're going to be turning this into a compost, you're going to want to use this for that. If you're using this machine for your birds, your chickens, you want to not add this in. You're going to use this to just do your food waste and scraps on its own. So let's put it together and see how it works. First, we're going to load the activated carbon into the filter. I've watched a few people doing this, and I will say they did make a mess. Activated carbon, you know how messy it can be. So just cut a smaller hole on the end and try your best not to dump it everywhere. Yeah, they made a mess because they were cutting open the whole package and it just kind of went everywhere. A little bit of messing around and tapping, I was able to get most of the bag in it. And then it simply gets loaded up on the back. Now the directions for the FPS here, this is for your larger capacity one. So you would put the whole bag in for one shot. That's not what this is. This is the smaller version. This is a nice countertop one. All you're going to do is put your food in that you're going to do and make sure it's no more than 800 grams of food. With that, you're putting in 30 grams of this. So this will last you a while. This is, with what comes with the machine, a 450 gram pack. So I have a few things here. This is dinner that I got forgotten about by everybody for the last week. So I'm going to put that in. Leftover lettuce that just kind of isn't going to be needed. The bottom of the lettuce that nobody eats. I'm going to throw in some coffee grounds. I have a few eggshells here somewhere as well that we're going to add into it. So the great thing about using the composter is things like our coffee grounds, where we normally would throw them away because we don't want to put them in the compost because we'd have to worry about our chickens digging through or eating some of them. We'll be able to put it in the compost, and along with the eggshells, this leftover, which is pork, broccoli, we're going to throw in some eggshells. So those eggshells, you know, if you put them in a garden to have them be used up, after a long amount of time, they are still sitting in the garden. Putting them into the composter is going to make a big difference because it's going to break them down. It's going to break them into a smaller size and be able to be used by your plants quicker. So all that calcium will get absorbed faster into your plants and make your plants even healthier and better. Even found some old crackers we're going to throw in there as well. So with everything I've been reading about this is you're going to throw all your food in before you throw in that FPS. And while you're doing this, keep in mind your max fill line right there. You want to make sure you don't go over that. So there we got our coffee grounds, our broccoli, no, our lettuce. This is our broccoli and our leftover pork. Get that thrown in there as well. Now you're going to see how this works just as quick as I am because this is the first time I'm using it. Things you're going to want to watch out for that I do know about are anything hard like peach pits, avocado pits, or bones. Don't put that stuff in. That doesn't work well at all. And as I said, we're going to add in some eggshells as well. We have duck eggs and chicken eggs in here. They will break down, so I'm not too worried about going over a little bit, I hope. I'm going to try. We'll see. I'll push them down a little bit. If I didn't mention, you're going to want to make sure you're keeping the fats, bones, out of this. It cannot break bone down. This is the FPS mixture in here. See, it kind of looks like sawdust. So here's the book's instructions on things that you can put in: fruits, vegetables, meats, all sorts of things, eggshells, things not to put in, bone shells, and so on. Medications. So, no plastics, of course. So again, here is that mixture that you add into it. This is 30 grams, which is about 8 tablespoons. I'm just going to take and throw that on the top there. Get the lid, put that on. Oops, I put it on backwards. There we go, let's try it that way. There we go, beeps. And from there, turn it on and see what happens. We'll come back to this in 48 hours and see what we have. And I just realized I pushed the wrong button on here. We're not disposing, we are composting. You push the button and it does all the work on its own. Well, I know I said 48 hours, but I was wrong. It is 24 hours for a cycle to have this done. So this is 24 hours later. It has stopped, it has cooled off. This is what's inside. And interesting enough, it is completely dry. There's really not a bad odor. It smells good. So call it compost, call it dehydrated, plant, food matter, whatever you want to call it. It broke everything down. I mean, look how low that is. It was all the way up to the top here. It is now hardly anything in there at all. You can make compost tea out of this if you do hydroponics. Put this in storage bags until springtime when you go to plant your garden. Numerous things you can do with it. As I said, I can use this for chicken feed if you didn't put in that flowering substrate. But way it goes now, I'll probably just put this in bags and save it until spring. If I was going to have any negative to say about the machine at all, I would say it would be the eggshells. The only thing I would do different there is maybe not put them in and still put them in my spice grinder when I put it in the garden. So ultimately, yeah, I would buy this machine. I like it. I will use it. I will put my coffee grounds. I will put in major leftovers that I won't give to the birds. Or maybe I'll even use it just to make chicken feed. Who knows?